Hey book friends, welcome back to the channel. So we are coming up on the end of the year. Like it's the last 3 months of the year. And around this time, I tend to start thinking of the next year. Like I'm working on my plan for my 2026 reading challenge. I'm thinking about different series I want to reread. Like I'm looking at you, Red Rising. So I'm in that frame of mind. But then I also have some books that I cannot believe I haven't read yet. Either they were on my 2025 yearly TBR or I've put them on a number of TBRs and haven't read them. And so this video is going to be my end of year TBR. I don't think it's, well, no, it's probably ambitious. There's too many books here for me to honestly read these in the next 3 months, but I want to. So let's just dive into my pile here and see what I hope to get done before the end of the year. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome back to the channel. So like I said, we are going to be talking about my end of year TBR, and I did organize them into 3 main categories. The first is a miscellaneous category. You know what? I have no real reason I need to read these books. I just really want to. And odds are these are the ones I'm going to read more so than some of the other lists, but I also do have a list of like final books in a series. Like if I read these books, I will finish out this series, and they are chunky books. So that's another list. And then I also have some from my 2025 yearly TBRs. So honestly, we're gonna start with the ones that are on my, I don't really have a good reason to read these, but I just really want to. The first one being this book. I recently picked it up off of Pango. It's Warrior Princess Assassin by Bridget Kemmerer. Now I read her Defy the Night series this year, 2025, and I loved it. I'm very intrigued by this book. It has to do with our main character of Princess Jory. She has to marry this warrior king from another region, but she has some sort of magic, like weather magic, or her father has weather magic and has promised her to this other territory who needs her weather magic or something like that. He has to do with like fire magic, and he has a ruthless reputation on the battlefield. But then she has like a childhood friend who is now an assassin, and I'm not quite sure exactly where this is gonna go. I've been trying not to listen to any reviews. I just want to read it. There is a potential for it to be not just a love triangle, but an everybody get together sort of situation. I'm not sure. I haven't really read any books like that, but this is high on my list along with this one. Okay, I've had this book for a while. Every time I hear someone talk about it, I'm like, that sounds like a book I would love. So it is a fantasy book with a subplot of romance, and that tends to be the books I really connect with. Like I like more romance forward ones as well, but I feel like my favorites end up being books in that first category. And so this is about a princess who has to like escape for some reason, and she has to go along the Road of Bones, which is this treacherous part of the road that I think it's haunted or something like that. It's Viking inspired, and she's joining a group of like mercenaries or bad guys. I don't really know, but I think I would really like it. So it's on my list, and I think I've had it on my shelves for like a year. Okay, this book, Rose and Chains by Julie Soto. I understand it to be kind of Dramini adjacent, but take out the Harry Potter world, add some new characters. And I think it's where like the war is over and our main character is sold at auction, and she's sold to a powerful family. I'm not sure if there's magic in this world. Yes, I think so. There's magic and enemies to lovers. The only reason I'm torn is one, I really want to read it because I've been reading Manacled. Like guys, I'm like 60% through this book. I love it. It's ripping my heart out, and I don't know what to do with myself with that book. And so I feel drawn to read this book because I'm very much like in this Draco Hermione world right now, right? But then I don't want to read this if it's too similar and I'm just gonna like not like it because of Manacled. So I don't really know. Another one, Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I have found that I like emotional books, and that's what I've heard about these books, that there is some very tragic backstories in some of our main characters. Like this has to do with like a rugby player, yeah, Johnny and Shannon, and I think Shannon comes from a tough childhood. For some reason she attracts the attention of this rugby player. I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like part of me is held back because if I really do like fall in love with this world, is I'm gonna just want to read all of those books, the Boys of Tommen series. So anyway, I have that one. I also have this book. So my sister recently just gave me the second and third book in this series so I could read the whole series. And I really want to. There's something about it. It's very epic fantasy, maybe sci-fi. It's called Ashes of the Sun by Django Wexler. From what I understand this to be about is that there's like 2 sides to this republic, and there's 2 siblings, one on each side of this war. I don't know more than that, but I'm intrigued. The other book I don't have a copy of, but it's been on my Kindle Unlimited for so long. And it's another like big book, a big series that I just want to dive into. And it's the City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards. I'm not quite sure why I'm so drawn to this series other than the reviews I've heard about it, but I also know that it's like an urban fantasy where our main character for some reason is being targeted by these assassins, and he's maybe like the chief assassin, bounty hunter, not sure. But for some reason he helps her instead of captures her. And I don't know what the world entails, but I want to know. This book just keeps popping into my mind as something I want to read, but it's also like so big and so large, which on one hand I love, and on another it's like what happens here, which is where I get into very, very large, big series. So that's the next category we're just going to talk about, which is the final book in very large series. Let's start with this one, which I realized these covers, I guess, are very popular. These are my sister's. She trusts me to borrow her original copies of Throne of Glass. And so all I have left is Kingdom of Ash. I did the tandem read. It was so good. Like, I enjoyed the tandem read. I enjoyed keeping all those characters and all the things that were happening at the same time. And so now we get to finish off our story. And I just don't even know where this is going to go. I feel like it's going to break my heart the way the book ended, especially with Selena's character. So Kingdom of Ash is another one. Maybe I'll just do a vlog series. Maybe I'll do that, is I'll finish out a bunch of books like this one. I'm also at the very end of the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne. This is Wrath. It's following Corbin and his band of people who are fighting against the big bad, pretty much. It's a very Norse-inspired, epic, high fantasy, lots of prophecies, lots of myths, and fighting like this god war. Like, there's the good god and the bad god, and then the humans that represent each of them on this playing field. It's excellent. And how we left after book 3, do you want to read it? If I could get that done by the end of the year, that'd be fantastic, as well as this one. So this is the last one in this category, and that's The Curse of Gods by Kate Dramas. So I read and really enjoyed The Curse of Saints. I feel like it's been hit or miss kind of across the board for people reading that book, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed our main characters of Aya and Will and Tova, and they are part of this inner circle surrounding the queen. They're spy masters in this world, which has magic, but it has magic kind of that has been sectioned off. Like, people only have like one type of magic. But then we have our main character of Aya, who in the first book, things with her magic start to go badly, and she's worried that maybe she's not going to save everybody, but doom everybody sort of idea. What I love about these books are the relationship. I love our main male character. I just think he is so interesting and so fun. Like, Aya's great, but Will is top notch. And so I want to see how this ends, because again, in the end of book 2, some serious things were happening. So, oh, so many books, not enough time. Okay, so the last section I have are books that I put on my 2025 yearly TBR. And I only put 15 books because I knew 25 books was just too many. So I put 15 books on that list, and I've read a lot of them. There's been a couple I've just dropped off, like for instance, Dark Age. I'm just going to do a whole reread of the Red Rising series when the final book comes out. So I'm not reading Dark Age. But I had a couple other books left, 3 to be precise, on that list that I'm still very interested in. And I do like completing my TBRs. I like making TBRs, but I like finishing them as well. And so I have this book, The Ashfire King by Chelsea Abdullah. I've also put this on a number of TBRs. I've yet to read it. It's the second book in the Sand Sea trilogy. The Stardust Thief is the first book in that series, and I really did enjoy it. It had desert magic, a royal family, a merchant, and it kind of had Aladdin vibes, but flipped, where the merchant was female and the prince was the one that was like the youngest prince sneaking out sort of idea. So it has a little Aladdin. There was an animal companion of sorts, but I really enjoyed how it ended, and I'm intrigued to see where this story goes. I just have to pick this up. I also have this book just because it intrigues me, and it still does, but it also intimidates me. So this is The Stars Undying by Emery Robin. It is a sci-fi book, and it has like Roman inspiration, but like in space. Like, we're definitely on other planets. We have 2 sisters, I think, that are vying for like the crown or to rule some stuff, and our main character has to form an alliance that she doesn't want to form. I really don't know more than that, but I'm so intrigued. I feel like the second book, maybe the third book has already come out, definitely the second book. I think I would like it. I just need to get started. And the last one I need to get started on, and I've also talked a lot about, that I think I would honestly like at this point, is Emily Wilde. Yes, I still haven't read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. From what I understand, there's these two kind of rival, oh, I have a really pretty copy, my sister's amazing, rival academics who are looking for fairies, looking for evidence of fairies. And I think they're competing, but then I think there's a romance between them. I honestly don't know what the overarching plot of this book, or the following books for that matter, but I need to give it a shot because I think I would find it endearing, honestly. Oh my gosh, you guys, if I could get through all these books, I would be really, really happy. They are just calling to me and drawing me in, but again, that's a lot of pages, and these are the holiday months, so we'll see. But let me know what you think of my stack. Should I prioritize any of these books? What are your books for the end of the year? Do you have any that you are wanting to finish out? Kind of end of the year TBR sort of ideas. But if you don't necessarily have anything you want to say, let's do something on here. Let's see. So like a fairy or a mushroom. A mushroom could be fun. Put an emoji down in the comments if you would like to just let me know you're here. But otherwise, you guys, that is all that I have. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to the channel if you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, take care.